Enough of that, and we're now on to the start of the race. The lights are counting down, the red lights are holding, and they're out and we're away! Hard to tell who's at the better start, but it looks like Teddy's had a really good one. I think he's jumping doors. He's going to try around the outside of the Mercedes driver as Craig keeps the lead into turn 1. Teddy's very forceful, and that puts Dorsey under threat as Rock'em Mad has just lunged it.
Oh,
and Owen's
hit. Back of him.
It's absolute chaos as Zach manages to mine his way through, and Dorsey's gone all the way down to P8.
Some sort of domino effect down on Alan's. Been on the grass or on the gravel somewhere. He's got gravel all over his tyres when he's way back. Is Alan? So
another driver who's had a mega start is Zach. Zach is beast, and also Cal Smith. Cal Smith up to P7 all the way from P11. So both Ferraris capitalising on that. We have to say that big lunge.
Jamie Menz. What a start! He's taken 6 positions in half a lap. He's just done Bean into Cops, and now Bean's going backwards here. But Jamie Menz,
Cal's just done Owen, but Cal and Owen are trying to go side by side through Magnus, Beckett's and Chapel. That's so difficult to do. But at the front, it is Craig who leads. SLR Teddy is P2. Cooper Benz managed to worm his way through the chaos to be in P3. With Rockamad 73 currently sitting in P4. I assume he's got damage. Yes, getting the position changes up. Teddy's up 1. It says he's up 2, but the whole glitch of Craig's apparently dropping down past pretty much everyone. Rando's cheering on Menz.
Crazy.
Those Menz from BHRL, but yes, an absolutely crazy start. Rockamad, I mean, I guess you say kind of like
sort of
sent it in like a madman a bit. As yes, I am on board with Legend, and he did look like he was kind of glitching across the track a couple of times. As there's another yellow flag, I don't know who that's from. Oh, I think that's Zach is Beast is round.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, that's a disaster for the Ferrari driver.
Penalty.
Yeah, Teddy had a lot last season, I have to be honest. There's another car off.
Igor
has lost
on the straight. He's retired on track. He's retired on track. Oh dear.
That'll be a penalty coming his way for the next race, but yes, he's decided to retire on track on this one, so.
Oh dear.
But yeah, Teddy, probably slightly aided by his creative interpretation of track limits, is managing to stay with Craig quite nicely at the moment, although Craig has just pulled out of the ERS. And look at Craig's ERS versus Teddy's.
Yeah,
he's got so much more. Teddy's rinsing it to stay in the DRS.
Teddy's really going aggressive though, isn't he? He's got a penalty already. He's not really putting himself in a great position to start off here.
Yeah, absolutely. But the DRS is absolutely crucial here, and I'm kind of surprised that Craig hasn't used a little bit more of his ERS to break clear of that, but I guess Craig's just happy to let Teddy rinse his and then just sit in first, of course, with the knowledge that he has the penalty as well. As now kind of we're establishing... Oh, as Lee has just picked up a penalty as well. One little mini train for the top 3 at the moment. As Cooper Benz is right on the back of Teddy and he's using a lot of his ERS. Teddy using a bit of his ERS to defend, and you get the sense that once Craig breaks out of the DRS, then Teddy might be easy meat for Benz, because Benz has so much more ERS than the Racing Point driver. As there's another move in the background that's Halo and Zach is Beast are battling it out. And Zach is Beast has got up into P14. So recovering from his spin. Don't know whether I cursed him a little bit.
What a start though. 8 positions.
Astonishing start from the Alfa Romeo driver. And he's still got a lot of ERS as well, so looking in a very, very strong position. And he's on the medium compound tyre, so will come into play later on in the race.
I've been told to keep an eye on Legend. I'm keeping an eye on Legend. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not even got any red bars on my screen. I'm looking on board with other drivers as well. I'm not seeing anything with Legend at the minute.
Yeah. As speaking of JD, men's Original just made the move up the inside. Nice little move from Original, also up 5 places. But these two drivers giving each other a lot of respect here. That's what we like to see. Nice, clean racing, and Original makes the move. Gave Men's a lot of room on the inside, and yeah, Men's couldn't really take advantage of it. Original's working well as Men's has just picked up a penalty himself. Is he going to maybe try and move into Maggots and Beckett's though? No, he thinks better of it.
Ben's on the back of Teddy's.
Yep.
Look, but...
Teddy still just about has ERS. As there's another move, I think I don't know if Men's and Original have come together a bit, or whether Panther has just made a double move that we've completely missed. But Panther's shot up into P11. Great move there for the Mercedes driver on the medium compound tyres as Rockerman sits the fastest lap of the race, joining this leading quartet now.
Yeah, SP and Barla, the AlphaTauris, just doing their thing in 7th and 8th.
With Leah closely behind them. Having a decent race, and P9 up a few positions himself. Yeah, the big losers at the start, though, are Fempest and Bean, who had to pit for damage. And, well, Zach is Beast, the other loser after his spin. With a lot of people gaining from those other mistakes. Still a long way to go in this race yet, though, as we are in lap 5 at 26. As I'm sure that is another warning from Teddy. I'm on board with him. But at the moment, he looks to be having a little bit better pace at the moment than Craig, and is putting the Mono driver under a little bit of pressure, perhaps. Although it gets quite a shoddy exit out of Maggots and Beckett's. The dirty air not being Teddy's friend. As further back, interestingly, I've just seen Cal Smith has heavily underfueled his car, so it's so hard to save fuel here, but I don't exactly know why Cal's done that. Maybe guessing there'd be a safety car. Could be the ultimate big brain strategy. And why he gained so many positions at the start. So I'll reserve judgment on that one for now.
Yeah, because it's not like he's got a wrong strategy at the minute, is he? He's gained 5 positions, he's right on the back of Owen, he's driving well, so
yeah,
it's hard to criticise. Whatever he's decided to do, it's difficult to criticise him at the minute. He might come back and bite him later, but...
Yeah, it's really hard to save fuel here, so that's why I'm a little surprised, but he's right using a decent amount of it to try and make a move on Owen. Nope, thinks better of it.
Teddy keeping Craig very honest. He's managed to get about 30% more ERS back in since the last time I saw him anyway.
That's just showing really just how important that DRS is. I don't know whether Craig realises it, but he should be using a bit more of his ERS now, Craig, to try and stay out of the DRS, as Teddy was right on the edge of his DRS that lap. If Craig had used the tiniest bit of ERS, then he'd have cleared Teddy.
For penalty. I'm not sure Owen will be very happy about this. He's dropped back from these guys. It's almost 2.5 seconds off the leading 4, and I think for his own sake, he really would have wanted to be there. And especially with 2 McLarens fighting 2 Renaults on the racing point up front, it could have really become sort of a strategic sort of team battle if Owen was close to that battle. But he's dropping back a lot here.
Or Owen, Original and Men's are going at it again. Original's managed to get past Men's. I think there was a position change the other way.
It's Rockerman
trying
it.
It's Rockerman picks up a
trying
pen.
the inside of the final corner. Curtains.
I was going to say that had the hallmarks of Albon and Magnussen and Albon. Yeah.
He's
so
try it on the strain.
It's so interesting how Craig and Teddy are so different in different parts of the track. Craig gains a lot on Teddy through Sector 2, but then Teddy gains it all back through Sectors 1 and 3, most notably. Especially Sector 1, I think. And
around the outside goes Zach, around the outside. He's off the track. No, he's not. He kept it on the track. What a move by Zach that is.
Yeah,
overtake.
up to P13, and he still has no penalties. He very rarely gets penalties in
overtake.
Stack, so could play into play later as we see so many drivers already have penalties. But I wonder if there's going to be a bit of a move for the lead here. Craig's perhaps going under a little bit of threat from Teddy. Teddy's using a lot of his ERS. He's pressuring the Renault driver. Can he make the move? No.
Fantastic, really disappointed with this, by the way. This is really big for the championship at the minute. The fact that Craig is currently winning in Fenpest and in P18.
And has no penalties, as Panther's making a move on Legend now. Legend's fighting back, though, on exit.
Legend's gone deep there.
Yeah, he's gone very deep, and Panther claims the position. Up into P10.
Yeah, easy move there.
What about Craig and Teddy?
Yeah, might see something like, whoa, it's a bad exit from Teddy.
Very
really
bad exit. He's had a couple of those, but because he also has a DRS on Craig, he's not been really under threat from Benz at all in those, as Benz nearly hits the back of Teddy. You can sense Benz has some good pace here as well, and got equal ERS to Craig. As Rockamad I've just seen has got the highest ERS out of the four. He's got so much ERS, he's got nearly 100% of his batteries. There's a yellow flag, and that is SSR Halo has had a little bit of a spin as Teddy picks up another penalty. Halo's now dropped to P17. That is disaster from him. Jester's maybe thinking Craig's keeping Teddy in DRS to help keep Benz behind him. Yes, that could be a very good point, because Benz is looking very quick. Speaking of keeping drivers behind them, I think there's been a little bit of a swap at Alpha Tauri, as SBHH has just came in position on Barlow, as Owen comes into the pits now. He's the first of the soft runners to blink, and is going to try the undercut to try and get his way up into the train. Oh, speaking of the train, Rockamad is trying to go around the outside of Benz. He's going to have the inside line here, and he hits Benz as well.
He's going to get him there, I think. Yeah, the inside line, he's got better traction, he's got him.
Yep.
Benz is going to fight back it.
Yeah, quite forceful move from Rockamad, but he does claim the position. Can Benz fight him, though? No.
No, he's gone way too deep.
He goes way too deep. Rockamad goes a little deep himself, but that shouldn't matter unless Benz gets mega traction out of this corner. Nope, Rockamad claims the position, moves up into P3. I can now set his sights on Teddy and Craig. Hello, Matt. Matt Silver has joined us.
There he is.
Of course, I'll be on with him in Elite tomorrow, hoping to...
Oh, you do one as well?
One. Yep.
On the grind. Zach's got original into cops.
Oh, and Rockamad's maybe looking at Teddy, but he's used a lot of his ERS trying to get past Benz. As I wonder whether anyone in the top few is going to blink and go into the pits here. I think one of these drivers perhaps should think about springing the undercut, because that's the only way they're going to get through. And
Owen's done it though, hasn't he?
And Owen's obviously done it, and if Owen has better pace on these fresh mediums, then well, he could be in a really good position as Barlow's elected to pit. So
and the fact that they've not pitted this lap, Owen's going to have 2 laps on these tyres. I think it's just a good call.
Right up with it. I think he could be right up with it, and in the DRS he'll be able to stay nicely. As Rockamad is so onto the back of Teddy, and is he going to make a move here? You know, we know Rockamad likes a bit of a lunge. Is he going to lunge? Yes, he is. They avoid contact. This is fantastic racing from the pair of them. Rockamad's going to try all the way around the outside. No, he has to back out of it, otherwise I think he was ending up in the gravel there. It's so easy just to understeer wide into the gravel in that kind of corner, and
that could be a warning for Rockamad.
That will most definitely be a warning. Matt Silver said, go to the commentators. No, you.
He might get Teddy on the straight here.
Yes, he's got another penalty.
Oh, yeah. Rockamad or Craig needs to pit this lap. One of them needs to pit.
100%, yeah.
Because
I do think that...
No, Teddy's gone, but no, neither Renault. That's a bad call.
That is a really bad call.
I think
I think that's a
Teddy's gone
great
for the
call.
undercut.
I think that's a great call by Teddy, but
Let's see where Owen comes at them.
as Zach and Legend are battling, and Zach's claimed the position, moves himself up into P9, but others have pitted, of course. I am going to keep an eye on Owen. I'm going to follow Owen here.
Zach and Legend going wheel to wheel.
Yeah, Zach's made the move.
Zach making some great moves today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep an eye on Owen now then. Let's have a look at Teddy. Teddy is out. He's with the end of the pits. He's going to be way ahead of Owen actually.
It is
well,
quite
not way
a slow
ahead
pit
actually.
exit. It is quite a slow pit exit though.
Not way ahead, but no, yes, yeah, kind of way ahead. Oh, wheels to wheel with Hickling now on exit is Teddy.
As Hicklin's trying to make a move. Go on, Hicklin, go for it.
Not listening around, little beam with a penalty for speeding into the pits, nightmare for him. And he's retired.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Will Hicklin attempt to make a move on Teddy? He thinks about it. He does think
He's
about
trying.
it.
This is not helping Teddy because he needs a quick lap here, but one of these Renaults has got to get this lap.
Yeah.
Unless they're going to drag each other along with DRS, and maybe, but Rockman's not even in DRS of Craig, and he's another threat from Ben. So
And what will Benz do as well? I think Ben should pit this lap.
Craig's pitting.
No, he
Benz
doesn't.
should pit, but he's not. Ben probably should have pitted there, in my opinion. But
As the yellow flag is set to 1, as I think that's going to be Bean's car coming out. Please no. Not this.
it's a,
Oh, I think it is.
it's Bean's car, yeah, it's Bean's car.
Okay, we're all good. We're all good. But where is Craig going to come out relative to Teddy? Relative to Owen as well. Owen is now kind of cooped up a bit behind Hickman himself. What happened?
Nothing, I'm just thinking... is Teddy going to beat Craig out? No, I don't think he is. No,
the overcuts worked. That's really surprising. That's
maybe Teddy's been really caught up in traffic here. He's got to get past Halo on this straight. It's pretty much race critical when he gets past him on this straight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to ride on board with Teddy now. Taylor runs a little wide, but he does have DRS. And he does have DRS.
Yeah. This is massive for Bryce here.
And I think this is going to really help out Rockerman and Benz as well.
Yeah, it is. It is, yeah. I'm sure Craig's in the party with them. They'll be relaying this information to Rockerman. Oh, Halo's got out of the way now. After sort of keeping him behind, he's got out of the way of Teddy.
And now Owen's making a move on Hicklin. He's going to go the inside into the Cops.
Oh, Teddy's gone off at Cops. That's going to be a warning for Teddy. He's right on the back of Craig, but he's got no ERS.
That has to back out of it.
But they're both in the pits now, front two.
Yeah. Owen lost a lot of time battling Hicklin. Hicklin is fighting every inch for every position. But yes, I am now going to cut on board with provisional race leader Craig, as Teddy has not lost that much time to him at all. He's still right behind him. So
no, he's not. He's lost the RS in comparison, but he's still behind him. Where's Rockman and Ben's coming out though? They're going to be behind them, I think.
Yeah, one too many laps, you'd have to say. I think.
Yeah, I think they'll catch up very quickly, but it's as you were then, isn't it? Owen's probably gained a second out of it. If Owen can put his foot down, he might be able to get into the train, but not really being a massive gainer out of this.
Yep, now Halo is letting Rockerman through. He doesn't want to fight the leaders at all. Of course, we saw Hicklin do the complete opposite. It's just driver's choice, ultimately. I think I'd want to give it a bit of a fight, but Halo...
Craig's going to want Rockerman to close up here, because he's under some serious threat from Teddy at the minute, and he needs to sort of get his nose in there just to give himself a bit of breathing space, I think. He's all over him. Craig's not going to have DRS here. This could be a move to the net lead, but as I said that, Teddy's had a really bad run.
He's had that a couple of times. As I think Halo's he's just letting Benz go as well. It's not his fight. Fair enough. And that moves Benz up into P9. I'll tell you what. If Craig gets a penalty, then both Owen and Benz could be in the money here, because they haven't got penalties yet. Certainly be one to keep an eye out for, as I'm now just going to get up the tyre choice so we can just see that the top 5 indeed have not yet pitted, which is why they're so far up.
Oh, Teddy's gone off the track.
Interestingly, he's saving his ERS though.
Yeah.
He's saving his ERS and the DRS once again. That is
Handle with another
what he's been
penalty.
doing all race. And now Cal Smith is looking at a move on Hicklin. Cal Smith, of course, got undercut by quite a lot to Owen, and now Owen's completely detached himself from Cal. Owen's running a bit of a boring race at the moment. He's 1 second behind Halo, who he's not fighting, who's also a second behind Benz. And he's 3 seconds ahead of Cal now, so...
He's lost a second to Ben since last time we really looked at him. He's just been a bit of, not really doing anything at the minute. So he's just plodding along. Maybe he realises that Rockham and Penny have got some penalties, but he's going to have to get up or else he's going to be outside that window by the time the checker flag comes.
Yep. Nikki, you missed a very adventurous Rockamad move into turn 3, which you probably did see actually, and gave Dorsey damage off the start, and Zach is lost quite a lot of positions because he spun. And near the front, there's been a train of the top 4 drivers of Craig, Teddy, Rockamad, and Benz. As Teddy's got to look behind him rather than ahead, as Rockamad is going to maybe try and move here. Oh, the two of them make contact. They will bang once again. Sven Pest
returning pits.
Yeah, they're not giving each other any room whatsoever. It's really hard racing here, and Craig's going to be really,
hang
really
it around the
loving
outside
this.
is Rockamad. Rockamad's going to hang it. He's going to have the inside line
Teddy's
now.
still there, though.
It should be Rockamad, I think. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think it should. But no, Teddy gets a fantastic exit, and he's going to maybe have a go into Cop still.
Oh,
Will touch the wheels again? Are either of them going to back out? No!
Oh!
And Teddy gets back through. That's fantastic racing from the pair of them.
That's like Hamilton and Bottas 2019.
That's absolutely class from both of them. I thought one of them had to have spun at some point, and Teddy's got outsourced.
Really bad exit.
That's going to set up Rockamad now. Craig's giving Rockamad Craig's giving Teddy the slipstream, not Rockamad. Craig perhaps should have maybe moved over to the right a little bit to give his teammate the slipstream.
Oh, look at that! Ben's coming through. Ben's at
he's
the
on the inside of Rockamad. And he's got so much ERS that these guys have been battling.
And the leader's all in now.
Yeah, they're going to be mighty fast on those soft compounder tyres at the end of the race.
They are, yeah. I mean, sometimes, Div 2 does get some stick, but this is an incredible battle from between these guys.
Fantastic
really
battle,
hard racing. Really, really hard racing, but fair. Firm but fair. More than so far.
Exactly.
Craig's just doing his own thing. He's still in the net lead of the race, but he's going to come under some pressure, I imagine, at some stage.
And this battling has allowed Halo to get right up with them still. Halo's in their DRS. And Owen is not far off Halo either. If Owen could just find a couple of tenths here, and then this could become a 5-person train here, and Owen could certainly get up amongst it, especially with Craig and Rockamad and Teddy having penalties. As Teddy gets another bad exit and gets another penalty, and this does allow Rockamad to maybe have a move. He's going to try at the inside of Stowe. He's going for it. Ooh, they make contact once again. And Rockamad gets the place.
He's got in this time.
Now is Craig going to see that Rockamad has penalties and let him go and hope that he can bridge the gap that he needs to bridge? I think it'd probably be wise from the Renault.
It would make sense. Yeah, it would make sense to swap them around.
Rockamad needs as many cars between him and Teddy as he possibly can, really. And as many cars between him and Benz, probably. As Benz has actually lost the DRS, so... I wonder if Benz could maybe slow up a tiny little bit, allow Owen to have his DRS, and then both of them can close up, because I think Benz probably has the pace on Craig. He's got the same lap tyres as Rockamad does, so you certainly feel like he's going to have better pace than certainly Teddy and probably Craig as well.
So take Rockamad and Teddy's penalty out of the equation. Isn't this the final 3 I predicted?
Yes. No, you tipped Dorsey. You tipped Dorsey for P3. You did.
What did I say? Dorsey? I thought I said
You
Teddy.
said Teddy for qualifying to be P3, but Dorsey for the race.
Oh, yeah, I did. No, you're right. Yeah. I'll take the Renault one too.
But it is a Renault 1-2 on track at the moment, and Nicky is really, really happy in the chat to see that Renault 1-2. You do love to see it.
Yeah, Mercedes boys won't be too happy about this at the minute. And
yeah,
they won't mind. They won't mind Rockamad staying behind Craig.
Oh,
either.
Benz is disconnected. No.
Oh no! I'll get him back as fast as I can.
No. That's painful, that, from Benz, as Leah has set the fastest lap of the race and is going to be challenging Cal Smith and Barlow in no time, I'd expect, on his fresh softs.
Rockamad's got some great pace. Is he just staying? He's just staying behind Craig at the minute. I think he'd be better off letting him pass.
I think he did kind of weave to the left a little bit on the straight, maybe to ask his teammate, can I go through? I have my penalties, please.
From Craig's perspective as well, he doesn't want any danger of losing the race, so he's taken ball. He's pretty much led every lap, apart from when he was obviously, when the guys were on the tyre compound. But really,
Rockamad could act as a bit of a buffer.
Dominated.
Yeah, Rockamad could act as a bit of a buffer for him. But now Benz's AI is going to be slowing up Owen a bit as well now. That's not good for the two.
Yeah, it'll slow him up too much.
As Owen picks up a penalty of his own, that's not what he needed if he wanted to challenge Rockamad.
He's not going to get him on the straight, I don't think. He's trying. Yeah, he's going to get him on the straight, his own.
Yep, easy move there. Benz's joined back, yep. As Barlow's making a move on Cal Smith now. Up the inside of Stowe, Cal attempts to fight back, but Barlow says no to that on the exit and claims the position. Up to P6 from Barlow. Had a solid race, not really done anything too dramatic in his race, Barlow, but has had a very solid race, as Panther's absolutely flying as well. But for the lead now, are the two Renaults going to battle? Is there going to be team orders? Are they going to fight? Rockamad is going to maybe have a look at the inside of Craig, but no, elects to stay behind his teammate for now.
He's right behind him, isn't he?
He certainly doesn't look like he wants to stick behind him. He looks like he wants to make the move. We've seen Rockamad as a racer.
Teddy's right there, though, isn't he? Teddy's literally right there.
Yeah, he is.
Is Ben's in control of the car yet? I think he is. Yeah, he is. My intervals are on. Are they gone for you as well?
Yeah, they're gone for me too. I'm going to pause.
Rockamad using his overtake. He's using the overtake. He's going
He's going to go on the inside. Does Craig fight it? He tries to hold it, but he can do nothing about it, and Rockamad takes the lead. Is Craig going to attempt to go back past him? No, he's not. As Leah's now making a move on Cal Smith. Down the inside of Stowe on his fresh soft tyres. So from, I believe, it's something like a P13 or P14 start.
Oh,
as Craig's just picked up a penalty.
That's interesting.
Benz will be absolutely fuming with his disconnection now. He has no penalties and he was in that train.
Yeah, that's a shame.
But
the disconnect has really pushed him miles back now.
But Rockamad has now nearly cleared out the DRS of Craig, interestingly. So Rockamad is good. Rockamad could have gone for this victory. I think he's got about 3 more seconds of pens than Craig. I think Rockamad has 6, Craig has 3. I think even though sometimes we like to have suspense,
that is true.
But
a 3 second,
I think it's better suspense to have a look at these penalties now, actually. Rockamad with 6, Craig with 3, Teddy with 9 is maybe a bit out of it, and Ben's with none as well, so...
Ben could be on for a podium, potentially.
Yeah, absolutely. Benz is back, he's closing back in and Owen. And what Benz would absolutely love is a safety car.
There's Leah, one of the guys highest up, one of the freshest off to rock behind Barlow, going to make a move here, I'd imagine. Barlow's not really fighting it, hasn't got the overtake on.
Well, Barlow's got a lot less penalties than Leah, so you understand why he's doing that. Leah's, it's kind of really a losing battle from Barlow, and I doubt Leah will pull the 9 seconds he needs to clear Barlow, so smart defending. Smart decision from Barlow, just want to bring home those P7 points. Or P6 points, I should say, after Leah's penalties. As Panther's going to think about a move on SPHH here. He's already got an ERS and picks up another penalty for his troubles. He's had a lot of penalties this race.
This is going to be interesting because Craig's not going to have the RS to defend from Teddy.
As Hickman has retired in the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ben isn't really eating into that gap.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. He's got the fresher tyres than Owen, but
he's not really.
Maybe he was kind of just relying on the DRS of Rockamad and Craig and Teddy to show a bit better pace. But it is really, really, it's really unfortunate from Benz because
so between the
he doesn't have any penalties.
Between the top three, there's probably about a combined 40% ERS between the top three.
Owen's got 50 himself. As they enter lap 22. 5 laps left of this race. So I'm going to go on board with Rockamad as Hicklin's AI is still there on the track. So, oh, it's pulled off, good. But Rockamad is absolutely pulling away from Craig like there's no tomorrow. And I think this Renault 1-2 could still be on, you know.
Yeah,
Teddy's
I
got
agree.
a lot of penalties.
Definitely could still be
Owen
on.
has a pen. Owen has a pen himself. And Benz, he has no penalties, but becoming detached from the top guys is going to cost him, despite his penalties. It's just about what order. Rockamad has 6 seconds, Craig has 3. Who's going to do it? Rockamad certainly looks like he has better pace than his teammate. And maybe his teammate's thinking about not picking up any more penalties because the last thing he wants to do is lose positions. And the 18 points, I believe, would see him in the lead of the championship. I'm not 100%, but I think he's close enough to Fempest to claim the lead of the championship if he...
Is this Craig, sorry?
Craig, yes. If he gets P2 at least. Of course, another thing we should note about Rockamad is I'm sure that Fempest and Benz might have words about that.
Behind.
Yes, he would take the lead, but I'm sure that Fempest and Benz would potentially have words to Rockamad about what happened in turn 3, but we'll leave that one to the stewards, of course. At the moment, this is just the fight of can Rockamad eat into that gap? Can Rockamad pull away from that gap that he has to Craig and make it 1 more second and claim the victory? Gap's now 2 seconds. So at the moment he is on course to do it, but he needs to find 1 more second in these laps. As Cal and Panther are battling. Panther's going to go all the way around the outside of Cal. Can he hold it? No. He is on the freshest softs out of everyone, is Panther. Cal manages to keep the place. Good defending from Cal, but he goes defensive on the inside of Stowe. Or on Cop, sorry. Panther holds it around the outside. That's a fantastic move from Panther, very clean. Cal has literally no ERS and is still on the fuel warning light, so alarm bells are
right there as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yellow.
There's a yellow flag, and that's Alan, I think, has gone off. Yes, SP is right there behind Cal. Same age tyres as Cal, so won't have that tyre advantage that Leah and Panther have notably.
Rockman needs to find 0.8 of a second in the next 3 laps.
Yeah, in the next 3.
Yeah,
As I've just seen that Owen has let Benz go, so as Benz has left again.
Oh no!
Oh.
What's happened there? Has it happened to him a lot?
No, I don't think so. I think it's probably the first time he's left the season from
I don't
a race,
remember
but
seeing.
he's disconnected twice.
I don't
know
remember
whether
seeing Ben Slick before.
maybe when he left. Yes, it's just this race. He's left twice, and what was looking like a surefire podium might not even be one now. As Owen, I've just seen is within the 6 seconds of Teddy that he needs. I think Teddy has 9. Owen has
3.
3.
Teddy's got another one.
Teddy's got another one. I think that kind of seals Teddy's fate, to be honest.
Yeah, that's not looking good for him. That could be a solid P5 for Teddy.
Still a good result from him. He's certainly showed a lot of pace this season, but
I think with Rockamad's only gained a test lap on Craig's just not enough to win the race.
Their ERS. Rockamad has none. Craig has none. So it's not like Rockamad has a percentage, as like 30% extra ERS or something that he can use.
I mean, I think Craig deserves to win this race personally. Not really put a foot wrong, is he? All weekend, really.
Yeah.
He's probably would be a pole to win if he does.
You get the sense he probably did let Rockamad go as well.
Didn't fight.
Yeah, exactly. He could have fought it a lot harder and then definitely would have stayed in the DRS, but just remains to be seen whether playing the team game will hurt him and whether Rockamad will claim the victory. It's certainly going to be close at the end, and the game is teasing us once again by not showing us the intervals, so cheers, game.
Yeah, so this is painful. In terms of not seeing any intervals, Legend and Men's having a battle. In second,
yeah.
Whoa, he's round! Legend's
Men's
he's round. Legend just kind of came across him, I think, a little bit there.
Nearly collected Alan as well.
Didn't get a great view of that, but it just looked a bit overly aggressive from kind of both of them, really. It just ended up with Men's being the loser on that occasion. That's not good.
Let's have a look at the gap now. I think it's increased by a bit. It is 2.4. Craig is, of course, the Division 3 champion, and
he needs 5.5 seconds or 6
and Craig knows. And Craig knows how to manage a race. He knows how to.
Is Rockamad's deliberate staying within 3 seconds here to make sure he gives this teammate the win, or is he just think he's gonna?
Oh, he was absolutely rinsing his ERS round every single straight. I think he's going for the win. It is. I have no doubt that Rockamad is going for the win here. No doubt whatsoever. He is giving it every last little drop of battery he possibly can to get the place.
Yeah, he's still getting. He's absolutely.
It's 2.6 seconds, and I think we're gonna stay on board with Rockamad here. He's quite smooth and cops. He's got no ERS left.
Owen's definitely going to get a podium at the minute.
Craig's... no, he's not. Ben's.
No, he's not, sorry.
Ben's behind him is less than 3 seconds
2.8.
back. Rockamad, I think, has just cut 2 corners in the middle sector there. No, that was Craig, sorry. I think he had a couple of safety warnings.
Oh, it's 2.9!
It's 2.9. This is just about Stowe. It's just about Stowe. And it's just about Teddy. He's gone up to 3. Can Rockamad do this? He's entering the final couple of corners now. Is Rockamad going to win it, or will his teammate win it? He's coming up towards the line. I think he might have done it, you know. I think he has.
I think he's just taken it.
0.039 seconds.
400.
Rockamad takes the victory. Craig in P2. We're expecting Ben to come home in P3.
Oh,
I think he's had a timing glitch.
Ben's had a penalty. Oh, we might have had a glitch.
I think he might have had a timing glitch. I'll have a look.
The Ferraris are fighting for the last point.
Yes, they are.
Oh, no.
No, Cal Smith ran out of fuel. Cal Smith ran out of fuel, as I thought he might have.
Zach takes P8.
Yeah, Zach does take P8 with his no penalties, but I'm sure he'll be disappointed with that after his spin. It certainly could have been perhaps top 5. As Teddy nearly gets beaten by Barlow. What a gap between P1 and P2. 0.039 seconds for the Renault 1-2. Rockamad just clinches the victory.
I say I told you so, Bunny, but I told you so. Mate, what is it? What's happened to me today? Predicted the way I want to. It was like a millisecond off the pole time. Incredible scenes. Look at that. Rockman wins.
Okay, I'm just... Yep. I was wondering why Benz didn't get a penalty, because he had 3 warnings, but I had a look and one of his warnings was for a collision with Rockamad. So, that explains that. That explains that.
Shall I invite Owen in until we don't know that?
Yep. Another thing is just like, despite his frustrations, despite being caught up in an incident in lap 1, Fempes as the host did stay for the entire session, gritted his teeth, and that's good to see that he didn't leave. Otherwise, obviously, there's some lobby issues, but he stayed in, probably helped his teammate, and he's managed to nab a point from P14, so decent result from Panther. In fact, 2 points because he's got the fastest lap.
Yeah.
Steve-O's happy with the 2 McLarens. I do believe after an absolutely massive result for the joint constructors.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say perhaps it's also worth bringing Benz in, because I do believe that without the timing glitch, Benz would be thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll just see what the side Red's posted. Yes. We are all... Yeah, we're all Renault fans. Siderad, we're all Renault fans. Absolutely.
Make sure you've ticked your boxes, lads.
Yep.
We've all been here before, but just in case. Right, I'll take third and first. Then that's all right with you?
Yep. And I'll take 4th and 2nd, as we've got Owen in as well. We may as well interview both Owen and Benz because of the timing glitch. So I guess I'll start off with... I'm going to assume I'll start because we do expect you to finish 4th. But seeing as you got the podium on the officiation, we thought it's only reasonable to get you in here for an interview yourself. Are you happy with your race? Do you think you could have done any more to challenge those guys at the front?
It's a bit awkward, that race, really. It was a bit annoying that I couldn't really get the proper laps together in qual either. Then you had the top guys who were in a bit of a train for the rest of it after some sort of incident. Don't know what happened in turn 1, but everyone just got really held up and everything. I dropped a few positions, then I was fighting with Cal Smith for the first while. Most of the first didn't really. And yeah, when I came back out, I thought I'd try and undercut, see if it works. It kind of gave me a bit of time, but not a massive amount really. But I'm happy nonetheless with the points I've got regardless.
Yep, good effort from yourself. And now on to Ranga for who we believe will be in P3, Cooper Benz.
Yeah, and obviously P3 is never sort of a result to be unhappy at, sort of thing, but as it's sort of mixed feelings from you really is what could have been. So you've had those disconnection issues throughout the race. It might well have been a little bit better for you if you hadn't had those issues. What's your overriding feeling now at the end of the race?
Oh, exactly. I didn't disconnect. I haven't disconnected from the race since last season in Austria, so I don't know what happened. I disconnected twice actually, so yeah. I think I could have had a chance to win the race maybe because I was in 3 seconds with Craig and Rockham guys up front. So I mean, yeah, suddenly I just recognize the X's, people's names. So
yeah.
I don't know. That's a lot of time for us.
Well, it's not a bad result, is it? So it's 15 points. It's assuming you get the third back, which I'm sure you will if you have the sort of information. But yeah, fifth is really a result to be unhappy at. It puts you on to 71 points now. It puts you above Barlow and P8 in the championship. You've shown some really good pace recently. What are you hoping to achieve around the end of the season?
But yeah, P3 is of course is good, but still a little disappointing that two disconnects I would have had a chance to win. You know what I mean. So,
Yeah, cool.
yeah, well, I'm looking to move to the wheel for next week, hopefully.
Oh wow, that's
So,
exciting.
yeah.
And of course, next week is your home race as well. So you look
Yeah.
forward to that one.
Exactly. So, I want to do well. Up the pace on the wheel, and might go with the paddock game. I want to do well in Hungary, of course. So we'll see.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations, mate. P3 is a good result, and obviously you might be a little bit downhearted now, but obviously it's one to look back on, I guess, towards the end of the season. You still should be happy with P3, so well done, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
And
Sam?
now on to sorry, a little bottom moment. I forgot that it was me for P2. So on to P2, Craig. Well, 0.03 of a second at the line. I have to ask a simple question. One, how hard did you fight Rockamad when he got past you? And two, do you maybe regret not defending that a little bit harder, given how close the gap was at the end? Or are you happy with the Renault 1-2?
I'm happy with it for the team, but yeah, I maybe shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Looking at the time with my penalties and things like that, I thought I'd get that position back. But as he passed me, I was sort of focusing on what Rockamad was doing, and I picked up my first pen. So yeah, I mean, I am a bit good, to be honest. I felt I also threw it away on the last lap, to be honest, as well. Through Maggots and Beckett's, I was too tentative through it, and that's why I think he gained the time at the end there. But yeah, I'm happy with my quali pace. My quali pace was good. I've struggled for a few weeks with my quali pace. My race pace also, I mean, yeah, it was up there. Yeah, just a bit annoyed how I finished with it, really, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, P2 is certainly still a fantastic result, and a result that does put you back into... I don't know whether it's back into the lead of the championship or into the... I think because you were in the lead after Bahrain, I think. So it puts you back into the lead of the championship. So,
Nice.
So how do you feel about regaining that lead? We're more than halfway through the season now. Are you happy with that? Or of course, still
you need
looking
to
over
put
your head?
yourself in them positions, don't you? You need to put yourself in prime positions. So, I'm there. Let's just see what happens at the second half of the season.
Yeah, certainly a fantastic drive from you nonetheless. And now on to Ranga for your teammate with the Renault, getting the P1 spot of the Renault 1-2.
Rockamad. So P4, I think in quality wasn't, it's not a bad result, but I think you probably would have wanted a little bit more. Some of you guys won't know this, but I did predict the Renault 1-2 at the start, so I'm very happy about them. What are you feeling now? So you're absolutely delighted that you've won into sort of a dramatic fashion. We looked at the timings and the splits, because obviously we don't usually look at the penalties, but I think I'm glad we did, because we could see really how close that gap was right until the last corner. How are you feeling about that now?
Well, I feel good about how the race went, weirdly. I do owe, I believe, Dawes an apology, and Craig, we're going to stop the race. No, I mean, I was happy with my pace. Probably, everyone saw I screwed my lap on in the final lap, P3. And yeah, I don't really know how to feel about it. There's a lot that went on.
So you got a bit of mixed emotions. Did something happen at turn 1?
Yes, I believe me and Dorsey came together from what it sounded like. I believe
Right,
I went
okay.
back again. I have a clip of it. From what I've heard from the people. Potentially pen.
I didn't get
so
very
I don't want
deep,
to.
so I can't comment, and it's probably unfair to comment on the incident right here, right now. But regardless of, put that to one side, it was a really solid drive from yourself. Did you?
Yeah, I mean,
we
my ultimate aim was
thought
to
that you and Craig were going to
break it.
swap. We thought you and Craig were going to swap, and Craig was going to sort of keep the guy behind, so you could kind of stretch a little bit. That was before Craig picked up a 3-second penalty, and we didn't really think that, you had these 6 seconds and Craig didn't have anything. We thought, if Craig lets him go, he's not really going to. Craig's probably not going to lose the win, but after he picked up, he let you go, I think, or didn't really fight it, and then straight after picked up a penalty. So it was a bit of a double whammy for him, but after that, you just showed some brilliant pace and you absolutely ripped to the ERS again, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my plan was to take Craig. Obviously, he had no pens. I had 6. I heading quite a lot. Owen was in there as well, so I thought I had to get past and clear off.
Yeah.
I didn't see that Craig got a pen, but I believe in the move I made. I do feel bad for that. But yeah, I'm happy with the pace. I absolutely rinsed everything to try for the gap. But again, I don't want to separate anything right now because I have no idea what's going to happen post race. So
That's fair enough. And obviously, something might happen post race in terms of a penalty. We don't know that. It's only speculation at the minute. But I think from the outset, it's a really good result for both of you Renault boys. P1 and P2 is fantastic, not only for your constructors but for the joint constructors, and we know how tight that is at the minute. So
yeah, it's very tight, and we got some good pointers I believe as well. So yeah, hopefully I'm feeling good about it, but at the same time, there's I don't want to celebrate anything in advance. But anyway, it's a good race. Yeah, hopefully good for Renault. And I'm not sure I'll keep the win, but if I do, it is 3 in a row. So it's a bit of a turnaround.
That's very true, actually. Yeah, well done. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for jumping in. Sam?
Yep, it's been a good one. It's been a fantastic one. So I brain shot off yet again, but yes, absolutely fantastic race with an absolutely fantastic finish. Some really good, hard racing, you have to say, from that entire race, really. Just kind of didn't really know who was going to win it until literally the last corner, and that is what we love to see, and absolutely brilliant race. Congratulations, of course, on the podium finishers, and we have a title battle on. We really do have a title battle on. I've been SLR Sam, here with SLR Ranga. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll join, I believe it'll be Mercs and Ham, perhaps, for Division 3 at 9 PM. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, back in 40 minutes.